Hey, it's me, C, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. We do have a little DIY project. Obviously, if you've read the title, then you know what we're doing today. We are tie-dyeing everything under the sun. Okay, maybe not everything, just 5 shirts, but still. All of the shirts that I'll be tie-dyeing today are shirts that I've worn, that are just in my closet, that I know I can just change a little bit, revamp, and get a whole different shirt. And you can do the same. Tie-dye I used, I literally just went to Walmart, bought me a little pack of tie-dye. It was about $12.99, something like that, and it came with a whole range of colors, literally so many colors. Like, as you can see, obviously so many colors. And honestly, I just had so much fun creating this video. Now, this will be a 2-part video, so make sure you watch this first and then watch a little try on haul and see how I style our tie-dye outfits. But let's go ahead and just get into the little DIY project so you can see how I did what I did. So before you do anything, you want to make sure your surface is wrapped. I use saran wrap so that my glass table doesn't stain or get messed up as I'm doing my DIY project. And then I went ahead and put water in all the containers, shake them up really good so that all of that dye dissolves, and boom, you are ready to go. As you can see, we have a large range of colors. We have pinks, reds, and you want to shake them up to the point where you don't see the powdery substance at the bottom of the bottle. The kit also comes with rubber bands and gloves. I think you get about 3 pair of gloves. And for this project, I literally only used 1. Here are all the t-shirts that I will be using today. First up, the Mean Girls t-shirt. For this t-shirt, I will be using the spiral technique, but instead of it being in the center, I want the spiral to be at the top right above the word the. So you want to grip right there and start spiraling it and turning the t-shirt in that direction. And of course, you're going to put the rubber bands on just to make sure that your form is kept. And I think I used about 3 rubber bands for this particular design. I will be sticking with the pink theme because on Wednesdays we wear pink, duh. So I'm grabbing light pink, fuchsia, and red. As you're putting it on, don't worry about if you're going too light or too heavy. Just do what you feel is right. For this particular design, I did want a little bit of the white still in the shirt. So I did leave a couple spaces blank on purpose. And once you're done with that, you want to go ahead and wrap it in saran wrap and let it sit. With this t-shirt, I'll be doing the spiraling method yet again, but I am starting in the center. For this t-shirt, you only need 2 rubber bands, one to go horizontal and one to go vertical. I'll be using yellow, lime, and green. Just like in the previous shirt, I don't want the whole shirt covered. I do want a little bit of that tan to show up in the t-shirt. So I'm going to leave a couple spots blank. And then you're going to flip it over and do the same exact thing on the opposite side. Wrap it up with saran wrap, and that one is good to go. Up next, we have our homebody t-shirt. If you would like to copy this t-shirt, you can get it at Shop Pieces of C. The link will be in the description. For this one, we will be doing the spiraling technique yet again, but it'll be a little bit of a twist. We will be using every color, so you're going to need a little bit more rubber bands to make sure you have a spot for every color of dye. I think it's 10 colors, so I believe I had 10 spots. You can start the color range off however you would like. I started off with light pink, then went to fuchsia, then red. Then orange, then yellow, then lime, then green, then light blue, then dark blue, and finally purple. And you're gonna flip it over and do the same exact thing on the other side. You wanna make sure those colors are lined up. If any color cross-contaminates with the other one, it's okay. It's a tie-dye shirt, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so this next one is gonna be a lot of fun. I used a plain white t-shirt, put them at the top, and I'm gonna grab 2 saucers, bowls, plates, whatever you have. Grab any pencil, chalk, or anything that you have that will wash out, and go ahead and mark off where your sides will divide. You want to give yourself a little extra space. You want to grab a smaller circle, a cap, or anything you have, and trace that out for the center of your yin and yang. As you're gathering your fabric, you want to make sure you're following that line. It doesn't have to be perfect, but follow it as much as possible so that your yin and yang sign comes out as neat as you possibly can. Then you want to put a rubber band around it to make sure it stays in place. And then go ahead and stretch out the shirt to find where we put those circles. Once you locate the circles, you're going to grab it and kind of bunch it up into, like, let's say a cone, and then put a rubber band around both of those. One side is yellow, lime, light blue, and blue. And you want to start off with the lightest color in the center. The other side is light pink, pink, red, and orange. And you're gonna do the same thing over there. And as you go, you're gonna wanna add rubber bands just to hold it together and really give it that tie-dye feel. At this point, we're at the end of our project, so I'm just using all of the dye pretty much. And as we did the others, you want to wrap it up in Saran wrap. Last but not least, we have our black Empowered Culture t-shirt. The technique we're using for this one is really just the scrunch method. So you want to just gather and scrunch up that fabric as much as possible and put it into a ball. Once you have it in the form that you like, you're going to use your rubber bands and tie them around. Now, for this one, being that this is a black t-shirt, all we're using is bleach. Put the bleach in all of your desired areas. And you're gonna see this start to turn really soon. You see how fast that turned? Flip it over and do the other side. This is completely optional. You don't have to, I did. When you're bleaching your clothes, you wanna make sure you're only letting it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. I let mine sit for the whole 10 minutes because I wanted a super acid wash effect. So the colors change from black, brown, to orange, to tan, to a little bit of white. For the black t-shirt, I rinsed it as soon as the 10 minutes was up. And this is the final product. For the remainder of the t-shirts, I let it sit for about 8 hours, then rinsed it with cold water until no more color was coming out of that fabric. And then you want to go ahead and put all of your t-shirts in the washer and dryer. And this is the final product. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought of this DIY project. As always, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you watch part 2.